Good morning, this is Emily. I'm out in my garden trimming tomato plants because this year I have a bad case of blight, and it's not just in one of my beds, it's in 3. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. I'm going to turn the camera around. Okay, here's my main patch of tomatoes, and that's those leaves, all these leaves, and then I go over to another plant and you see more and more. The only reason I'm doing it now, it's probably not a scientific reason at all, but I'm doing it because I want to go ahead and save the tomatoes that are going to have a chance to ripen and be somewhat healthy, because look at this new growth. I'm so surprised that such beautiful new growth is coming out of this. See how beautiful and healthy this is? Well, today is August 18th, and this new growth looks great, and I've been trimming below it, and I've had a really good tomato year, so I can't complain too much, but I've had the blight really set in. Here's one I've not gotten it all trimmed off yet, and we just continue on. Now the reason I'm even doing this effort is these tomatoes, like right there, that tomato, that beautiful blossom, it's probably not going to do anything, won't have time, but it's really healthy leaves because I've still got tomatoes that are growing and are coming on, and I know there's a lot of tomatoes in your face, but right in here's a very healthy looking cluster right there, and in another bed I have even more. Now let me look over here if I can get past. I want to show you something beautiful while we're at it. Look at how the bees are working in the butternut squash, and if you could only see all the butternut squash I have, I've probably got 20, probably at least 20, so that's going to be interesting. But I wanted you to see, in case you have tomatoes that look like this, I'm sure most of you know what blight looks like. I'm sorry that I have it, because usually it means you shouldn't plant in that bed the next year. Sometimes we don't have choices, right? I'm not really a teaching channel so much. I just like to come out and enjoy nature and look at it. So here's my corn, and I want to do a separate little thing because I've put a corn film together. This is me growing corn, and there's like carrots in that row that I'm wanting them to have the opportunity to have the cold winter, or cold first frost, not the winter, and then that'll make them sweeter, so I'll bring the carrots in, but they're right in the same bed. That bed had green beans in it, really prolific this year. The corn I did on a method I watched on Rustic Garden. He planted every 6 inches, and you just feed often, water often, and we'll see. I'll show you the end results, but there's really some good looking ears of corn on there. So I'm going to get back to this, but I wanted to just show you. I always like to turn this around and just take a little peek of nature back here. Isn't it beautiful? I think God's world is so beautiful. And there's my pine holler trees that we brought from my grandparents' old home place. And my son planted them for me here when they were about 6 inches tall. You all have a great day. Enjoy nature if you can.